Internet, Eric here. Well, Slashback Saturday. If you're new to that concept, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Slashback Saturday is a concept my buddy Joe, the horror man over on his channel, created. And what it is basically every Saturday he has a specific theme, and what you're supposed to do is find a slasher movie that fits into said theme, make a video, and discuss it. This week's category was camp slashers. And that's super simple because, you know, the 1980s are full of them. Basically, it's just find a slasher movie that involves camping or takes place at a camp. This week, I'm going to discuss a classic, but a classic that I've only seen a couple times. And the first time I saw it was maybe less than 5 years ago. And the second time I watched it was just last week. This week, I'm going to discuss Sleepaway Camp. If you're new to my channel, I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, all that jazz. Okay, basic plot. This came out in '83. Basic plot of this is we're following Angela and her cousin Ricky, I believe. And they are sent to Camp Arawak. They're sent to summer camp, okay? Basically, Angela, of course, is the quiet, sheltered, stay away from everybody type of character, and of course she's teased by all the fucking assholes there at camp. And her cousin Ricky is super protective over her, always sticks up for her, defends her against all these bullies. Eventually, people are being attacked, people are being assaulted, people are being murdered, and we need to find out who's doing what. Okay. Now, a lot of people praise this film. I didn't see the big deal about it. The acting, Felicia Rose, who plays Angela, she's fine in it. She isn't really given a lot to do other than just sit there and stare off into space. She does have a little bit of a budding romance with a camper towards the end of the film, and that's when she finally starts to open up. But her acting isn't terrible. Her acting isn't great, but it's not a knock because she just isn't given much to do. Most of the 90 minutes of the film, she's just sitting there just staring off into space. But I guess she's okay. I really enjoy the actor who plays her cousin. I love how he always sticks up for her. He's always ready to go to war for his cousin. These people are teasing her, doing many things. He's throwing her in the lake, you know, throwing water balloons at her from a rooftop, and he's ready, you know, fist of fury to beat the shit out of all these campers. I really like him. He's not over the top, but he is really good. Like he's got a foul mouth, and he's ready to kick the asses of all these mean campers. So I like him. The rest of the campers are really just there to be fodder, you know, for the murders or for the assaults, because it's interesting that a lot of people in this film don't die. There's only a few like actual dead bodies. Some are just injured, but they do what they need to do. They're just there. So it's fine. There are some really disgusting characters. Of course, they have to have the cook, who is a pedophile or plebophile, whatever, you know, above children but below the legal age, whatever. He says, it's a really creepy scene. Like all the campers are getting off the bus, and he's just basically licking his lips, like, you know, fresh meat type of thing. And we'll talk about when he gets his comeuppance. But you have him, and then you have like his assistant, who's just, you know, you're funny, you're sick, you know, and he's slapping his knees type of thing. So like the characters that are not campers are just kind of disgusting people. Now I understand that's good because you want to see, you know, them get their comeuppance. I mean, even the camp owner, the creepy old man who wants to go on a date with one of the campers. Fucking disgusting. I mean, you don't see anything, you know, but it's just like you have like 3 characters in this film that want to bang the campers. What did he call them? I don't remember. There's a term that the cook used that was pretty fucking gross. Anyways, so you got those characters, disgusting characters. Now, let's get to the kills. Some of the kills are pretty good. I really like the arrow to the throat. Someone gets an arrow to the throat. It's quick, It's not very graphic. It's not very bloody, but it does its trick. It comes out of nowhere. Um, we have a drowning, which is fine. We have someone who's covered with a bunch of bees and stung to death. It's an insane concept because it happens in the fucking toilet. So of course we have to have a toilet scene because it's at the camp. Um, but what I like the after effect. I like the look of the welts and the stings on this person's arm. Very graphic, a lot different. I'm sorry I kept having visions of My Girl, with Macaulay Culkin, but this was actually quite funny because the actor's reaction to it, and then the look of like the bee stings and stuff on the arms and the face was totally uncovered. Like the actor's face was totally uncovered with all these bees. Um, but the best scene of the movie, sadly, isn't a death. It's the fucking cook, and he's stirring the pot, for the soup or whatever, and it's boiling water. And he is somehow, I don't remember, somehow forced, like, it's this huge fucking pot. I mean, I know it's for like the entire camp. It's like fucking Oscar the Grouch's garbage can. I could have gotten in there, you know what I mean, and hid in there. And somehow he's propped up on top of it. I think he had to get on top of a chair or something, maybe, to stir the fucking thing. And the chair's pulled out of the way, and he's like balancing himself like with on the like spice rack or whatever it is, like above him, and he's right above the boiling water. Of course, he falls and pulls the pot down on him. Those practical effects look really good. They're like, first off, his scream is amazing. And then we see the bubbling on the face and the changing colors of the damaged skin. That looked cool. And then he's carted away, and that was a really cool scene. And I understand the whole he wants to have sex with these underage campers, so he gets what he deserves. But I would have liked it if he actually would have been killed. There really isn't a lot to this movie. It's pretty by the book, pretty straightforward. It's kind of boring in parts. It's not like, nails on a chalkboard, roll your eyes, you want to fall asleep type of boredom. But it really isn't anything special when it goes from point A to point B to point C to the credits. Yeah. Oh, let's talk about another character, the aunt. Okay, first off, the movie starts off, and Angela and her brother are with their dad, and they're in like a lake, and they're swimming, and something happens, I believe, with a speedboat, and dad is hit by a speedboat, like, not theirs, someone else's, playing in the lake, and Angela's brother is killed, father is killed, so Angela has to go live with her aunt. Her aunt is just so fucking weird and over the top and just talks like this, and oh, Angela, you're gonna go to camp and Ricky's gonna take care of you, and she sounds like that. She's annoying, she's weird. I'm glad she's only in the movie for 3 minutes, but it's a memorable performance for all the wrong reasons. Now, let's get to what this movie is known for. I'm not going to spoil it for you. There is a twist in the end. But then again, this movie came out in 1983. If you're in the horror, into the horror genre, you probably already know what it is. Like I said, I watched this for the first time. First off, I want to say this. I love this cover. This is the original VHS cover. This is one of those covers that I remember from my childhood, like going through like Walmart and stuff. I always remember, the note home and then this knife through the bloody sneaker. Anyways, if you know anything about the horror genre, you know what the twist is. I'm not going to spoil it here. Be careful of the comments if some person wants to spoil it, but it's not a secret. I knew the secret when I first watched this, like I said, 5 years ago. To me, maybe because I saw it 5 years ago and not in 1983, I didn't get it. What I mean by I didn't get it is I didn't get the big deal. The reveal is just there. Me and my wife, when we watched this the first time, we thought it was pretty stupid. The explanation is interesting, but the execution is just dumb. It's there. The movie then freezes and credit rolls. We don't see what happens afterwards. We don't have any follow-up to it, at least in this film. I have the other films I'm going to watch. It just happens. You have it happen. We have some campers gasp, and that's it. It's lame. It's dumb. It's disappointing. It's useless. It's whatever other thing you want to pull out of a thesaurus to explain it. It was dumb. Easiest way to say. But, all that considered, the goofy ant, the pointless, stupid, dumb idea of a twist ending, in my opinion, the positives outweigh the negatives for Sleepaway Camp. Did I love it? Absolutely not. Did I like it? It was okay. It passed 90 minutes. I liked the Ricky character a lot. It was cool seeing that fucking cook get melted, basically. It didn't drag so much, even though during the boring parts, the bullies did what they needed to do. It was... Sleepaway Camp exists. So, don't hate it. Don't recommend it. I guess, like I said, it's one of those movies that if you are a horror fan, you should see it because of its notoriety. But overall, I don't really care for this movie so much. So, maybe I'd give it like a C, I guess is the best way to describe it if I give it a grade. I hate giving grades, but yeah, it's just there. So, that's it. Don't know what else to say. That is my entry for this week's Slashback Saturday, the original Sleepaway Camp. Yeah, it's something. It's not good or bad. So, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, comment below, all that stuff. Check out Joe, the Horror Man. I have not found out what his new theme is. Hopefully it's something I can participate with. But with work and 3 podcasts and all that shit, it's getting difficult. I do want to say this. As of this recording, we record Saturday nights. Next Saturday is our 50th episode of Two Bearded Losers. We're going to do our damnedest to make it a live episode here on YouTube. We're very excited. Thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel. Rick, you're the main one. Thank you to all the new listeners of the podcast and all that jazz. So, like and subscribe, comment below. Tell me if you agree with me that you don't really think Sleepaway Camp is that great, because it seems like I'm in the minority when it comes to this, because, you know, everyone's like, it's Sleepaway Camp, you gotta like it. No, I don't. So, with that, like and subscribe. Said that 3 times. Cheers.